when Gambit is knocking on your door. But at the same time, you know, you don't have the time because they'll just push through mid. And that means they'll face the Azir wall up front. And my eyes are on Betsy. And the one thing that speaks against him, farm priority number 1, Cabashard. Farm priority number 1, Forgiven. Betsy ranked 8th in mid laners to get the farm out of all teams. Unpunished. And they survived arguably the roughest part of the game. It looks like some action on bot lane.
Wow, this is a 2v2. It's going to be turned into a 2v3. We do see the hyperkinetic position reverser. A good teleport from JWoww is potentially going to set up a kill here. That is a beautiful flash lantern from Gosu Pepper. He keeps Forgiven alive, but in the backline, Cabashard is teleported in. Now JWoww is a man out of position. He's forced to flash defensively. Gosu Pepper lands the death sentence. That's a flash pulverized from Promiscu as Cabashard is knocked backwards, and Froggen joins in for the fray. This is a 5-on-5 party.
Fight goes long enough, and some beautiful re-engages left and right. I think Elements played it pretty clean. I think Gambit got greedy once that extra hook. If Gosu Pepper wasn't so good at landing hooks, I think they would have gotten out, bait him into an objective, and then flank him.
Well, Froggen and Dexter, they've killed Diamond.
So this is a really, really beautiful snowball play. Gambit, if Gambit does not get that tier 2, they're actually in trouble because then they made a positional misplay.
There's no one here to contest. Let's take a look at the top lane tower. They've run out of minions. Gosu Pepper and Diamond not going to tank that one out. Not a lot.
And now they're going on JWoww.
Well, JWoww's caught out. The Gnar is available. Gnar's him into the turret. We saw a flash on the bottom. Now tower is secured. JWoww gets taken away. Diamond is going to flash away. Continues to survive. Summon a heal. From Forgiven keeps him out. But it's JWoww that gets the kill. We do see Dexter securing one as now Froggen continues to chase with Hemoplague. The pop plus the pop manages to secure it. And it's just kill after kill after kill. Gambit overstay their welcome. Dexter gets 2, Froggen gets another. Cabashard!
So Gambit with
he tried his best.
The objective...
As we set ourselves up for another team fight, Gambit, if they want to pick this one, they're going up against the 5. That's the Emperor's Divide. We do see the Hemoplague down, and Betsy is gone. The Azir turret is trying to slow down the pace, but Gambit have lost. Well, TP is available for JWoww. And it does look like the fight is going to be happening. Gambit, 5 members set up. Dexter's been caught out. Diamond Proc sinks the fangs, and Froggen actually flashes forward for this one. 2 exhausts back and forth as Froggen is gone. Froggen gets him with the Hemoplague. The Gnar knocks Elements against the wall, and it's a trade 1-for-1. Hyperkinetic position reverser holds Betsy in place, and Betsy is down as Dexter goes unstoppable at 5-0 and top. And they do manage to secure their well, not yet. Let's see. Cabashard going to try steal. Basically is going to be safe. We're a little ahead of myself. Respond, 5,000 HP, it's below half.
50,
Dexter's nearby. Flash and Smite are available. Down to 1,700. Baron's on the back line. It's stolen by Elements. Dexter manages to do it in his opening LCS game. Tabs manages to shut down Diamond, and position reverses Betsy back into the middle of the squad as Promiscu boots Gosu Pepper away. The prison locks up Forgiven and sends him back to the fountain. A triple kill for Tabs. A Baron
anymore. And the follow 1v1 was something we saw in SK2.
Oh, the invisible Elements kill the invisible Diamond. He almost made it to that lantern.
See, hero kill here for tanky. You know, Tabs, he has a frozen heart. He's an 80 carry with a frozen heart, and they're going in.
Well, let's see who they decide to focus. Betsy gets caught up by the Hemoplague. They jump onto Gosu Pepper. Diamond's on the side lane, gets a huge Agony's Embrace. That's a 3-man Gnar up against the wall. Promiscu's in a little bit of trouble, but Froggen is sustaining his way through Betsy's damage. Another kill for Elements, another inhibitor as well. Another great team fight. That's not the man you want, Gosu. Elements, the base is cracked open. Elements, fantastic. We'll ignore that one. Lantern's there, Lantern's not relevant, and Tabs gets another one.
Didn't fail the combo. He ran out of mana for even then. Elements at this point is so tanky. It's so hard. Promiscu going in.
He does manage to get the combo. Betsy instantly throws down the Hourglass. The Lantern should time out before he can get to it. Not even going to be needed. Now Diamond Prox is in trouble. Elements are just running him down. Gets thrown back into the river by Tabs, who's now 5-0 and 7. Promiscu, another new support on the stage from Mithy in the previous game. You know, Mithy, of course, returning to the stage. He's played on a world stage as well. Promiscu, this is his first. Vladimir's done great into this Azir.
I don't know. You should. I think give it. Oh, hang on. Froggen's getting caught.
Well, let's see. Exhaust is out. Sanguine is available, as is the Hourglass. Froggen holding on to him. Throws down the Hemoplague. Then he pulls away. Hemoplague's going to pop. The Hourglass is in a moment, and it's an instant kill there. Now forced to flash away. It's not over yet. Cabashard gets reversed in, but he's about to become a Mega Gnar. He crunches over the wall. We see Acid Hunter after Acid Hunter connecting. Tabs gets himself to what looked like Conqueror, the King of the Sands. Alice still wants to look. This is a teleport from JWoww as well. That is a massive, massive cow. And the wall is going to keep Dexter out for a moment or two, but it's simply not enough. 22-1.
We have to remember how this came to be, right? This game was by no means a complete stop. There was a really, really crucial point in the game where Elements managed to hang on just enough to equalize that tower goal loss rather with kills, and then they got into the late game. Of course they're going to win the late game, but we saw that last season as well. Elements kept going for that late game comps, but they got punished sometimes. But looks like they've learned to adapt, and a really, really solid performance. Really impressed by Promiscu as well, and Froggen, the only member returning from Elements with 100% death participation. Wow. Froggen feeder. One
more team fight, and we see Gambit throwing everything at Elements. It's just not enough. Froggen's in trouble. He will go down for the second time. Definitely the feeder on the Elements squad as Elements bite off arc. Elements really just trying to keep up tradition here, I think, as they are going to delay this. Promiscu comes in to save Tabs. Tabs low on mana. Forgiven looking for more. He's got red buff. That's good another kill on the...
Cabochard going to do farm a lot, but JWoww in a lane matchup that is usually dominated by Gnar, he kept on really well. Even CS didn't need any attention from his jungle.
Gambit had some mid to late game poor shot calling in the spring split, and you can argue overstaying for that top lane in a turret.
Trouble practicing, but Elements going out for the final push here.
Well, that definitely seems to be the case. Cabochard's doing what he can as Mega Gnar. He's going to throw 3 members of Elements forward as Betsy's going to knock them upward. Cabochard does survive until that last Acid Hunter from Tabs. Another kill for Froggen as the Emo Plague is now ticking away. Ghostly Pepper's trying to get out. Froggen is chasing all the way forward. The Hourglass is on the steps, and that's going to be his death. He even pulls away for a few more swag points. Elements on the back line, destroying the Nexus. Massive smiles from Elements as they pick up their first win in summer. Not only does Promiscu show up on the big stage against Gambit, against players with such a wealth of experience, the whole team just seems to be, they work that composition well.
And taking a quick look here, JWoww involved in 19 out of 26 kills. Dexter involved in 20, Froggen involved in 20, Tabs involved in 18. That's the least, and then 20 assists coming out of Promiscu as well. We see this result. It explains the team compositions. Everybody wants to be in those fights. Everybody wants those assists. Very high kill participation for every member in Elements comp, and it just highlights Gambit couldn't keep them spread. They let them group, and
it also tells the story of the early game about how individualized and compartmentalized every single lane was. Everybody was left to their own devices. Neither Dexter, because he's on Sejuani, could make an impact, or Diamond, arguably because of his decision-making, to not really challenge Dexter.
I don't want to call it Diamond here because I don't know, but I think there was a possibility for maybe some counter jungling.
All three lanes were pushing in favor of Gambit towards Elements. You play for mid to late game, and then Elements outplay you in team fights. I mean, that's sort of the story of this match.
But we'll see how Gambit evolves, obviously, and adding a new player with such a distinctive playstyle like Forgiven, but really good.